Hello everyone. Today we will start with the lesson Life Processes. Before knowing what is included in this chapter, we will understand what do you mean by life processes. In order for living things like you, me, or say a plant to stay alive, it needs to carry out certain processes on a regular basis. These processes that we need to keep on doing to stay alive are called life processes. And so, in today's presentation, we will learn what are the major life processes that all living things need to carry out to stay alive. Let's start with an example of human beings. What do you think we need to do to stay alive? Well, one of the first thing that comes to our mind is we need to keep on eating food. But why? What's inside food? All food contains sources of energy, say the carbohydrates, which acts as fuel for us. Not just this, food also contains certain raw materials needed for our body to grow and to build muscles. And after eating that food and swallowing it, our digestive system is able to extract all the necessary fuel and the raw materials needed for our body. So this is a very important process. I need to keep on eating. What else do you need to do? Well, most of the stuff that we have eaten gets only absorbed by the intestine of our body. What about the rest of the body parts? They also need the food, fuel and the raw material. Thus, we need to distribute all that stuff to different parts of the body, and that becomes another major life process. Now, after distributing, each cell of my body has gained the required fuel, but in order to get energy from that fuel, we need to burn it. Burning here means they have to carry out various chemical reactions to release the energy from that fuel, and then that energy can be used to do whatever we want. So, another important process is after getting all the fuel, our cells have to burn that fuel. Actually, it means chemical reactions are to be carried out by cell to release energy. Basically, releasing the energy from the fuel that is acquired is another important life process. Now, burning the fuel also generates waste products, and if these are not thrown out from our body, they can have harmful effect. They can even lead to death. We need to collect all the waste products and we need to throw them outside our body. And here comes another important life process, that is throwing of the waste away from our body. And if we keep on doing all these things over and over again, we can now say we are alive, or we can now stay alive. Let's see if the same things happen in plants as well. So, do plants need to get fuel and raw material? Yes, they do. The difference is that they don't eat. They use the energy of sunlight and some raw materials around to generate their own fuel. We will learn later that this is called photosynthesis, and the fuel that they generate is glucose molecules. Now, we will look at the technical names of these life processes. The process where you gathered the energy source and the raw materials is called as nutrition. Then the process where we distribute things around, we call that transportation. And the process in which we release the energy from the energy source that we acquired from the fuel, we call this respiration. And the process where the waste is being thrown out, we call that excretion. So these are the major life processes that most living things carry out on a daily basis without even thinking about it. And in our future videos, we will learn in detail about each of these processes. Thank you.